Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Lewis, and I'm so glad you clicked on this video to watch it, and I hope you find it helpful and maybe a little bit entertaining. So yeah. Today, I really just wanted to talk about the things that I really wish that I knew before I went into my freshman year of college. I definitely think it was a learning experience, and the person I am now is just so immensely different from the person I was when I first started college that it kind of freaks me out. Like, the things that I did not know were just strange to me, honestly, and like I just feel like I've grown 10 years in 1 year of college, and I really wanted to share the knowledge that I received and learned and went through the hard way of learning to you guys so you don't have to do the same. If you guys like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and of course leave a comment. I pretty much try to reply to all of them, or at least give you guys a little heart if I read it. Also, make sure you subscribe and click that bell notification so that you get alerted every time I post, because it's a fun time over here on my channel. So this is mainly freshman advice, but I bet you sophomores or upperclassmen can definitely relate to the things that I'm saying. I typed down a list on my phone about what I wanted to talk about, and I have 10 main points, so let's just go through them. Number one, I think it's really important to realize that your plans will change. You might go into college thinking that you're going to do a certain major. You might go into college thinking that you're going to go to one college for 4 years and then end up transferring and then end up taking online classes. So just try to go into it with an open mind. You might go into it thinking, oh, I'm going to join this sorority, and then you get dropped from all the houses. But you need to keep in mind that none of those things happening is the end of the world. Everyone is on a different path, and you need to keep that in mind while you're going through college. There is no one set way to live your life. Number two, you will get stressed out. Some kids might go into it being like, oh, I'm like cool as a cucumber, school doesn't stress me out. It's just so much different in college. You have to take care of yourself, you have to feed yourself, you have to clean yourself. Okay, that's pretty simple, but you know what I mean. You have to get groceries, you have to get in time to work out, you have to put in time to get lunch and food while you're also taking a ton of classes. And it's just like all of a sudden you're adulting while also taking classes. So that's why it's a little bit harder. And you're also trying to make friends at the same time and go to social events. So yeah, it can be a little stressful and overwhelming. But you need to remember that there's nothing wrong with being stressed out, and to keep in mind that if you are stressed out and you're feeling overwhelmed, there's also nothing wrong with taking a break. There's also nothing wrong with asking for help. Taking a break, going easy on yourself, taking a hot bath, going for a run, reading a book, watching Netflix, you know what I mean? Hanging out with friends. That's all good and healthy things to do during college. Number three, it's not fun or healthy to go out every single night. So if you're going to a state school like I am, it's really fun to go out at night and hang out with your friends and meet new people. But it can get really tiring, especially if you do it every night. You're not getting enough sleep, and you're going to be exhausted, and you're going to be tired of mingling with people. Trust me, and I'm a little bit of an introvert sometimes. I'm like I don't know if I'm like half introvert, half extrovert. So I love meeting new people, but I also need time to like wind down by myself. So I definitely needed more alone time than I was giving myself, and I think that led to a lot of stress that I experienced in college. So make sure that you keep that in mind. Like, you don't have to go out every night. You will meet friends and have friends without doing that. Go out once a week, couple times a week, that's fine, but every night is excessive and you might get yourself hurt. The fourth thing that I wish I knew before I went into college was that eventually you will find your people. You will find your group of friends. You're not going to be alone forever. It might be a little bit hard at first, but if you trust your instincts and stay true to yourself, you'll really make great friends that will last forever. The fifth thing that I really wish I knew before I went to college was that budgeting is not easy. I wish that I knew how to budget money better before. My dad would give me an allowance every week and like every month or whatever, what I could buy for groceries, gas, just things like that, and I pretty much ran out every single time. I had my own separate money that I made on my own for like makeup and clothing, but I don't know, I would always run out of money, and it got to be really frustrating and really difficult. So just like keep in mind that budgeting may not be easy, and that you definitely need to think differently when you go to college. Like, I don't know, it's like you don't realize how much food costs if you're constantly with your parents and they're constantly buying things for you, and it's just a really good lesson to learn while you're in college, like how much what costs and what you shouldn't buy, and like looking for sales and stuff. So yeah. Number six is that you actually will not have as much free time as you think. I feel like college, you look at your classes and you're like, oh my god, I only have like an hour on Wednesday, 2 hours on Thursday, and like a short class on Monday. But like, you're not factoring in all of the papers from all of those classes and the tests And then also if you're in a club or sorority, all the meetings you'll have that week. And then also if you want to work out and cook meals for yourself or go to the gym or anything like that extra, you're going to run out of time. Like you don't realize, like I went into college thinking I was just going to be laying around having so much free time, but I really ended up not having as much free time as I thought. So just keep that in mind when you're planning and setting up your schedule, not to put too much on your plate because sometimes you get a little crazy. I definitely think that you should get involved. Definitely get involved. I got involved my first year of school. Hashtag DG. So, I mean, I highly recommend joining Greek life, of course, but I'm a little bit biased probably. I just think it's really awesome, and I think you can always find a house that suits you, and if you don't like it, you can drop, and it doesn't cost you like really anything just to try it out at first, you know what I mean? But I think it's a really awesome way to get plugged into campus and join the community and whatever. The seventh thing that I really wish I knew when I first came to college as a freshman was that I needed to work out. The freshman 15 is real, you guys, okay? I'm sorry, like, you're probably gonna go into it, like, I went into it as a vegetarian. I'm like, I'm not gonna gain the freshman 15, like, I don't eat that stuff, like, whatever. Okay, but like the midnight cookies and like the cookie-gasm and the pizzas and everything else just adds up. And also, it's so stressful with all these classes, and exercising is a great way to exert like your energy and get your stress out. So I highly, highly recommend for you first years to really just invest in like joining a gym or working out with your friends. It's a really great activity, and just get outside, breathe in some fresh air. Don't be stuck in a classroom or your dorm all day because it's really unhealthy. The eighth thing that I'm glad that I knew when I came to college was that my advisor would pretty much be my best friend. So everyone has an advisor in each college for each subject, and like I have a PACE advisor for journalism and PR. Oh, by the way, I should change from journalism to PR because they're actually in the same building, in the same school. Like it's really not a big deal. Like it's not a huge change at all, but I realized that I wanted more creativity and more like advertising aspect of it. I didn't want to write news stories all the time. That's why I changed my major, if you guys were wondering. My advisor, her name's Bridget. She's the absolute bomb. I call her whenever I have questions about classes I should take, if I need to make up any credits, or if I'm doing well in a class and what I should do to fix it, just anything like that. Like, advisors are great help, especially when you first start college and you don't know what you're doing. Number 9, I wish that I knew that I can't procrastinate anymore. I procrastinated so much in high school, but I'm telling you, it's even more dangerous now in college. Like, I definitely don't recommend doing it. Like, low-key, like, I still procrastinate. Like, I procrastinated this summer on a summer class, and I really, really, really regret it. So don't be like me, guys. Like, seriously, just get your work done early. Whenever I did get my work done early, I felt so much better. I'm like, why do I do this all the time? Oh yeah, that's right, because I'm a lazy piece of crap. Like, I forgot. Like, seriously. Oh my god. The 10th thing that I really wish that I knew before I went to college was that I do not need to pack that many clothes. Oh my gosh, my closet was so full, and I swear that I wore like maybe a quarter of the things I brought. Just bring staples, like things that you feel like you would definitely wear every single day. And then a couple of going out outfits and a couple of like dresses and rompers and stuff, especially if you're in a sorority, you're gonna need those. But like, honestly, you do not need to bring as many things as you think you will. Like, bring a couple bathing suits, you know what I mean? And like your shoes. But I packed so many things, and I totally could have came back later to grab winter clothes or spring clothes as the seasons came, but no, instead I literally packed like my whole entire wardrobe from home and brought it to college. It was a mess. My closet was super unorganized, and I didn't even use half the stuff. So I definitely just recommend like being really, really like prudent or frugal. What's that word? Really picky when it comes to packing which clothes for college. I really hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any more questions or recommendations for videos that I should do about college or sororities or literally anything else, please comment them down below. I love reading you guys' suggestions. Thank you so much for watching my video. I love you. Bye.